Welcome to the Future Today channel on the part 2 video on the jobs that are being completely eliminated by a single industry. In the part 1 video, I shared with you 2 of such jobs. And in this video, I want to share with you one of that such jobs and also the industry that has been eliminated, those 2 that I shared with you in the previous video, and also the one that I'll be sharing with you in this particular video. So, before I proceed and expound in detail, if you're new to this channel, I'd like to welcome you. Now, here we share the belief of the future being in the now. In that respect, I come your way and I share with you future-like, tips that if you take advantage now, it goes a long way to impact positively on the betterment of your future. So, if you share the aforesaid belief, please hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend, have a friend take advantage of this impactful opportunity. Thank you that you will do. By now, you may be asking yourself, what is this industry that is completely going to be eliminated by this single industry that has eliminated the ones that I shared with you in the part 1 video of this particular broadcast? Well, that industry is the banking industry. The banking industry is also going to be eliminated by that particular industry. Why? Because bankers, whatever they do, this particular industry executes it in a more perfect manner. So the question then becomes, what do bankers do? Bankers, what they do is basically simple. They just maintain our balances, the balances of our financial transactions on ledgers using a centralized approach. What do I mean by that? Bankers act as, third parties. They act as middlemen on our behalf. So anytime you want to transact financially, you go to a bank and they initiate the transaction on your behalf. Now what happens is it creates a lot of problems because it causes a lot of delays, it causes a lot of challenges, and that in turn affects productivity. That in turn affects efficiency, it affects profitability, and it affects development in general. Now watch the kicker. There comes the new industry that is so strong and does its job with so much perfection, precision, accuracy, speed, and solves the banking problem. And also gets rid of the bank, because whatever the bankers do, they do it and do it better. Now, what do I mean by that? This industry also reflects in a more decentralized manner. And whilst reflecting in a decentralized manner, what they do is that they also maintain the balances of our financial transactions on a ledger. Now, what do I mean by they actually appears in a more decentralized manner? Meaning that they make it possible for you and I to, transact with no middleman, with no third party, which would have been the bank. Now, one might say, if there's no third party, then who would actually maintain the balances? Now, whilst making that possible for you and I to, transact on a peer-to-peer level, like we, both of us serving as banks on our own, behind the scenes, in a more overt way, in a more open way, they make sure that the maintaining of balances of financial transaction is also occurring. So it becomes super transparent and accountable. And when that happens, it ensures that there are no delays. Because have you noticed that you go to bank and then perhaps you want to send money to a friend of yours or transfer money to a friend of yours in, say, another country, the money will reflect in, say, 3 days' time. It causes delays. But with this particular industry, making sure that there is no third party and doing the work that the bankers do, right? It actually breeds efficiency. It breeds productivity. It breeds profitability. And then it breeds what? Development, which is what everybody wants. So this is how come banks are no longer going to, run. Because whatever work that they do as third parties has been eliminated by this company. And whilst this company has been eliminated by this company and is being executed by this company in a more perfect way, with precision, with accuracy, with speed. And these things are what gives rise to efficiency, productivity, profitability, and then development. So there wouldn't be any need for bankers with respect. It hurts me to, really intimate this, but that's the reality of the matter. So if you didn't know, I guess now you know. So if you're a banker, I'm telling you, now is not only the time to, start looking elsewhere, but also start, what do I call it? Start saving more start saving more money and also investing some of your income in other income generative assets, so that when the time comes and you're being laid off, you're actually not going to find yourself wanting. And I tell you what, it's coming so fast. The time is coming so fast that people don't realize, because people are tired of you people charging high fees on transaction. Because this company solves all of these problems. Does your work for you, eliminates you completely. And also, fees that are charged on transactions, it makes it possible for those fees to be so minute that you will not even feel it. Customer A and customer B will not even feel it whilst transacting. So why wouldn't everybody want this particular company to, this particular industry to, run whatever otherwise you, the bank, would have run? So I'm sorry, get yourself in another job, start saving more, because this industry is coming. It's disrupting the banking sector. Whether you believe it or not, whether you trust it or not, your opinion really, with respect, is irrelevant, because it is happening. Well, I guess by now you may be wondering what this company is by name. It is Blockchain. Yes, Blockchain is that company that is eliminating completely these banking sector and the very ones that I shared with you in the part 1 of this particular video. It's powerful what blockchain does. It records, it stores, it tracks, it maintains all balances of financial transactions, validates all of these things, and then broadcasts to every participant, which is you and I, in a more decentralized way. So who wouldn't want this? Who wouldn't want this? Because that gives rise to what I refer to as efficiency, productivity, profitability, and development, which is what every person wants, every institution wants, every nation wants. So banks, I'm sorry you're gone, together with whichever jobs that I shared with you in the part 1 video. So if you find this video impactful, please share this with a friend. Have a friend take advantage of this great opportunity. I always come your way and I share with you future tips that you can take advantage of, and it goes a long way to better your future. I believe everybody wants a better future, so I would always come your way with such future tips that can help you make that a reality. Thank you for your time. I'd see you when I see you. Remember, the future is now. The future is today. Start taking advantage of things that can help your future become brighter. In that respect, this is one of them. I'd see you when I see you. I'm out. See ya.